Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about the Scorpio Soulmate. And yes, this does apply and pertain to the Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. Well, anyway, people, the first sign I look at as far as a potential soulmate for Scorpio is the zodiac sign Taurus, because of course, Taurus fall is the opposite sign of Scorpio and falls on the seventh house cusp of marriage in a solar or natal chart for Scorpio. Now, one sign balances the other out. Taurus is very calm and tranquil. They could calm crisis-oriented Scorpio down and have them be a little bit less intense. And Scorpio can help transform a stagnant Taurus. Taurus really, they generally don't want to rock the boat. They have a hard time making changes when they need to. Scorpio brings a little upheaval and a need for upheaval and crisis when Taurus needs it. And that's really, basically these two signs, being fixed signs, of course, they are both very loyal and steadfast, and they will support each other to the end in most cases. I believe because of that. Scorpio can be very willful, though. Taurus can be rather obstinate. So if there's any argument that ensues, it's very hard for one to give in. But other than that, this could be a very great match and really be a very good perspective or potential soulmate for Scorpio. Now, the next sign, well, Cancer can be a good, a very good potential soulmate for Scorpio. Well, Cancer, now Scorpio can protect Cancer from the duplicitous people, the con men. Cancer can be very susceptible to that. And Cancer can also, the zodiac sign Cancer can also nurture Scorpio's need for privacy and secrecy. Cancer, the zodiac sign Cancer could be very introverted, be very much a homebody and dominated by domestic activities. And Scorpio, they're just very secretive, and they are very private themselves, and it's a little bit for a different reason than Cancer. It's mainly because Scorpio is more introverted because they have a difficult time letting others into their lives, and they are often very private people. While Cancer is just a lot of times, I think it's them just escaping the harsh realities of the world and outside world at times, and it's also not really the realities, but really just the negativity of the world, the aggressive, combative types. And you have Cancer also is just dominated by the home and their family life, and and then with Scorpio, it's they're more reserved just because it's more reflective of the fact they're reluctant to let a lot of people into their lives. So in both Cancer and Scorpio respect each other's rights for privacy in most cases. They're not in their introversion, so they understand each other very well. Anyway, well, next potential soulmate for Scorpio is Pisces. Now, they're both these signs, Scorpio and Pisces, of course, are both intuitive, being water signs. It's trine by sign like Cancer. Pisces can be rather visionary and mediumistic. They could kind of intuitively often see what's around the corner for Scorpio. If Scorpio is about to make some kind of move that might be to their detriment in life, then Pisces can almost forecast that ahead of time. And Scorpio is very more intuitive in deciphering the characters and motives of others. And what Scorpio can do is, they can steer Pisces away from the types that might try to exploit sometimes gullible nature. So these signs can help each other very much. Both signs, of course, being feminine signs, both are very introverted. Both of them being water, can be sensitive. Pisces shows it more on the surface than Scorpio will do. Scorpio can appear rather placid, and they often appear very stern and serious, and they don't seem like often on the surface anyway, superficially, they don't seem very emotional. But they deep down, Scorpio can feel things very deeply, and they can be very intensely emotional. The only drawback I see in this potential matchup, and as far as Pisces being that potential soulmate for Scorpio, is the fact that, well, Pisces, both the signs are sensitive, but Scorpio is a little bit, is really can be very sarcastic and caustic, and sometimes their biting sarcasm might hurt Pisces' feelings, so that's the only thing. But other than that, I think these two can be a very good potential soulmates for each other. Now, the next prospective soulmate for Scorpio is Virgo. Both like certain kinds of analysis. Virgo likes just to analyze in general. Scorpio is more about psychoanalysis, and Scorpio can be good for Virgo because they can simply control Virgo's propensity to worry. Virgo is often a lot more pensive and apprehensive than Scorpio, because I mean, Virgo is known for worry. Virgo is a mutable sign. The mutable signs, of course, do have that proclivity to worry. And the thing too is that these signs really can be very positive for one another. And Virgo, of course, could be the workaholic of the zodiac, and Scorpio is often, I mean, they can be untiring in their efforts to accomplish their tasks. So you have the single-mindedness with Scorpio going on. Then you have the work ethic, this very strong work ethic also, which is really often connected with the zodiac sign Virgo. So these two can really do wonders for each other in terms of a possible soulmate matchup. So, well, also another sign that could be a potential soulmate for Scorpio is Capricorn. Capricorn could be very prudent and premeditative. Scorpio is rather can be skeptical. The thing is, you don't have to. I mean, if these two are together and it's a significant other situation or marriage situation, what have you, you don't generally have to worry too much about an overabundance of spending on frivolous items, because of Scorpio skepticism coupled with Capricorn being very economical. And Capricorn often has very good business sense and business acumen, while Scorpio could be do very well in shared resources situations. Scorpio, of course, corresponds with the 8th house of the zodiac, which is over the shared resources. So these two can really work well together. It is the thing about it is the fact that these you have Capricorn being exceptionally prudent and cautious, with Scorpio they could be rather suspicious and skeptical. It might take time for these two to have their relationship escalate to something very strong, because both are going to go at a rather careful, methodical pace. But once they do, I mean, you could have a very dedicated relationship. Scorpio can make a very staunch ally and lover, and Capricorn is often the type that can remember others remember people when others may have forgotten about them. Capricorn, I believe, is associated with longevity. I do believe it is, on average, the longest living sign of the zodiac, and they often like to have their relationships be enduring. So this could be a very good match. Now another possible match for Scorpio would be someone's North Node making a conjunction to their Scorpio Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. Now, I mean, if the North Node is in Scorpio, it makes a conjunction to it with Scorpio Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. This could be very positive, be a potential soulmate for Scorpio, because the North Node is connected with one's future and destiny. And the thing about it is the Sun, Moon, or Ascendant Scorpio person can figure prominently in that, and in terms of the development of those attributes connected with the North Node, and figure prominently in that future and destiny. And the North Node could figure strongly in the Sun, Moon, or Ascendant Scorpio's destiny and future as well. So anyway, well, another aspect I want to talk about, let's say that someone's South Node makes a conjunction, South Node Scorpio makes a conjunction to one's Scorpio Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. Now, the thing about it is this could really be like an instantaneous connection, due to the fact a lot of people believe this indicates a past life tie. But But the thing about it is the South Node person could deplete the energy of the Scorpio Sun, Moon, or Ascendant person. If it's the conjunction to the Ascendant or Sun, it could be real depletion of literal vitality and energy. If it's a conjunction to the Moon, then the emotional energy person might be emotionally drained, the Scorpio Moon person. And the South Node really is what you're trying to get away from, at least to some degree. And the North Node is what's supposed to be emphasized in the second half of one's life anyway. And I mean, you might want to incorporate the South Node a little bit with the North Node energy, but mainly you are trying to get away from the South Node. And that's another reason too why I don't think this is really the best combination in terms of a potential, or the South Node person being a potential soulmate for Scorpio. So anyway, now one potential soulmate for Scorpio Sun, Moon, or Ascendant could be if someone's Venus in Scorpio makes a conjunction to the Scorpio Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. Now, if it's a conjunction to the Ascendant, then the Venus person might very well love the outer demeanor and the outer characteristics one projects in the physical body now as well. And if it's the Sun, then you might have a strong connection for the inside of the person. Now, if that person's Venus makes a conjunction to the Scorpio Moon, then you're talking about perhaps a love for the unconscious characteristics that are expressed by the Moon person. Now, last but not least, another potential soulmate for Scorpio could be if someone's Juno makes a conjunction to that, and Juno and Scorpio makes a conjunction to one Scorpio Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. And let's say, for example, if Juno makes a conjunction to one Scorpio Ascendant, well, that could be what happens there is that the characteristics of the Sun, of the Ascendant person, could match what the person is looking for, the Juno person is looking for in a marriage partner, as far as the outer characteristics projected by the Ascendant person, and that could be a very compatible match and a potential soulmate for the Juno person. Anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for the Scorpio soulmate. Stay tuned. Next time I'll be talking about the Sagittarius soulmate. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis of a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone, because astrologically speaking, the person is the sum of all their components in their natal chart, and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.